I believe that this one is what I'd like to call a controversy versus a controversy, but Rogan's in it, so we might as well talk about it. Joe Rogan is saying what a lot of people have been saying. I don't know why they pin it on Rogan, but he says, shame on Biden for not wanting to debate. You've got RFK Jr., you've got Marianne Williamson. They've announced their candidacies. That's democracy. Now, look, here's the fact. You go Google and find me an incumbent president who debated within his own party in a re-election, and you're not going to find any. So that is the standard. This doesn't happen. But should it?
Jimmy Carter and Ted Kennedy?
I'm telling you, well, I don't know that. I think that was the first time, not the second.
Hey. No, I'm not. I don't remember.
Well, you check it and see if they did it.
I also think Reagan in 1976 debate. I know he ran against the sitting Republican president, but I think he might
ran against the sitting Republican.
But I think they did debate.
But we'll check it. We'll get the numbers on it. It is a rare thing, but that doesn't mean it shouldn't happen. Yeah. Okay, so that Rogan is saying this. I don't want to pin it on him. I don't even know him, but I mean, a lot of people are saying this.
I think Biden should debate. I think he should debate.
I think
but he's done such a horrible job. They know it's best for him not to debate. Well, and I think he's scared too. I think he's scared to debate.
But Trump doesn't want to debate too either. Let me tell you something. I grew up in this. Inez, you know it very well also. When you have a lead, okay, let's say I'm running against you for something, right? Okay. I know you're going to out-talk me. If I have a lead, I do not want you on the stage with me. I don't want to give you equal footing where people can say, oh, well, let me see. Here they are next to each other. Because, man, you have a good night, I have a bad night, and all of a sudden my lead is gone. People with a lead like to avoid debates in general. That's why Trump's saying, I don't know that I'm going to debate
People
anybody.
with the lead.
Look, I don't like
Is Joe Biden leading?
Is he really on the Democratic side?
I don't like the standard that seems, especially since 2020. Now, it's true that sitting presidents usually don't entertain their challengers in the same way if there's a huge lead, right, from within the party, right, the primary challenge. But it seems to me that we are trending in a direction where we don't get to see our elected officials face off against each other. Yeah. Look, I would like to return to Lincoln Douglas debates. I don't even want the media up there in between. I want them to stand next to each other in front of the American people and give their case, okay? But
it's the same thing that happened with Katie Hobbs and Kerry Lake.
Katie Hobbs, yeah, exactly.
Kerry Lake.
We are moving away.
There was no way she was going to
Oh, she was going to get ate up.
Yeah.
But Biden's a tough guy, right? Remember, people say he's a tough guy. He beat up corn pop.
There's also
scared. They want to debate him.
There's also the question of Biden's age, right? He's not the same person as who debated in those Democratic primaries. We didn't get to really see him debate too much in 2020 because of the COVID restrictions. Now, we saw a few of those debates, but they weren't as long and rigorous. They didn't have an audience, blah, 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 right? So I think there's a worrying trend where the things that we did for an exceptional time, now the new standard is what you just said, Chris, right? It's, well, if I'm ahead, why should I stand in front of the American people and make
They're going to have to, you know what? I think they're going to have to put this man on so many drugs to keep him going.
Wait,
probably his doctor said
it'll have to be
can't let him debate.
It'll have to be between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. because that's what he
The problem is he exceeded anyone's expectations at the State of the Union. Today, the economic news, I don't care who you are, the fact that they added 220-some-odd thousand jobs, they're down to three. He exceeded everybody's
Unemployment is very low, but look, economic data, you can play it different ways. Here's the mistake. But he's not doing what Mark is doing right now. If Biden were out there saying, hey, I got the lowest unemployment we've ever had, you want to make the case, I'll make the case. He's not doing that, and he's giving Inez and people who want to use this.
And he gets Terrence to say, shoot,
all right, I got to take a break.
Although I wouldn't mind doing the drugs he's doing. If that's
I got it. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.